Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. This is the Big Girl Diary. I like the instrumental. I do. Amber Heard. Just when you think Amber Heard is done, she's done with her attention seeking. No, no, she's not. No, 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 no. I mean, she now is more, way more,
And I have to say, your ass is delusional.
than ever. It is beyond control. It's beyond. How can I say? Beyond comprehension. It truly is. So I got on Twitter today, and all of a sudden I see Amber Heard trending. I'm like, why is she trending? Why? What's going on now? Her. And now there is a Netflix deal talking about the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp defamation trial. And they're making her out to be the victim. When does the truth, I think truth doesn't matter anymore. It's only about how you feel. Facts means nothing. Throw it out the window. Who cares about facts? Heck, up is down, down is up, cat is dog, dog is cat. There is no truth at all. What can you do? Okay. All right. Look, you can't make this stuff up, but let's go back. Let me go ahead and share my screen. All right, let's take a look at this. Oh, not this.
Tell Travis what just happened.
Oh, you told me to do it. You told me to. You said, go do that.
I said, no, tell him what just happened.
Okay, not that. I'm sorry. I got the wrong one up. Wrong one up. Okay. Let me get the other one. Okay. Here. You can't make it up. New Netflix series Depp versus Heard revisits defamation trial, streaming on August 16th. That will be tomorrow. Get that out of the way. Tomorrow. So June 22nd, Johnny Depp, Parts of the Caribbean, Amber Heard, Aquaman defamation trial came to an end, and the world will have the opportunity to review the highlights of this dispute between the two actors. I mean, it was already put out there. I mean, we have seen all this, and how are you going to retell the story, distort the facts, and then tell it the way you wanted to tell it to fit the feminist agenda? And that's exactly what it is, the feminist agenda. Look, feminists, what don't you have now? What is it that you think you don't have? You have destroyed. And I mean, you toxic feminists. What do you think you don't have that men do not have? It's outrageous. It's outrageous. What more do you want to destroy? What more? But I digress. All right. Okay, here. Okay, Netflix miniseries starting Wednesday, August 16th. The streaming service will show three-part Depp Heard series. Look, okay, all right. Okay, the trial will broadcast live on U.S. Law and Crime Network, through social media, comments, to a degree never seen before. Comes, I mean, a media spectacle. Now we already have seen this. This was already live streamed. We've seen this. We know. We know what happened. Matter of fact, let's look at who won. Okay, let's look at who won. Because it seems like people sort of forget. They sort of forget. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong one. Oh my goodness. I keep on getting the wrong one. All right, I'm sorry. Let me try this again. Oh. All right, here. I wanted to show the video, which I thought I brought up. I thought I brought it up. Okay, well, all right, that's neither here nor there. There's all these little pop-ups. Okay, so, oh, this is interesting. Okay. All right, this is... Twitter switched on me. I had everything set up the way I wanted to, and then all of a sudden it switches on me. Okay, hopefully I got it right this time. All right. Okay, here. Okay, they sort of forget this stuff. They sort of forget I can't really show that too much. Huh. Oh, this is her over in Spain. All right. Now it's just simply showing her, and as you can see, she's extremely self-absorbed. Um, we all see that, very self-absorbed. Okay, there was something I wanted to bring up, and all of a sudden it disappears. Okay, well, some crazy stuff. I mean, now, okay, and they never talk about this stuff right here. Never. Amber Heard fans never talk about this. Never talk about her behavior. Never talk about her infidelities and cheating. Never talk about it. That right there is taboo. I mean, it's just outrageous. Everything that Johnny Depp said, and she did. And oh, I'm sorry, her friends friends mooching off of her sister. I'm sorry, they're all mooching off of Johnny's pocket, but he has to constantly take care of everyone. If he doesn't take care of everyone, then he's a bad man. He has to keep on throwing his money to keep her and everyone else around her happy, not the fact that it's coming out of his pocket. And her friend Rocky was married at the time. Why not have your husband take care of? I mean, just, okay, let me not do that. Let me not do that. But it's just a mess. Just a mess. But let's go back to what I was saying about the Netflix. The Netflix is very, very interesting because it's very left leaning. Very left leaning. It's looking at Amber as the victim, not the victimizer. No, the victim. You can't make this stuff up. You truly can't. Okay, these two are the same thing. All right. Okay, let me try it again. Okay, here. Share my screen. Okay. Okay, according to Netflix, a documentary is the first to juxtapose the key statements made in the trial by the two parties involved. I mean, okay. They already did that. They already did that. That was already resolved at the trial. They did do that. But both sides and the jury went through everything and said what they believed and did not believe. But okay. That's what this Netflix is going to do. They're going to come up with some alternative facts and then make it according to how they feel, and therefore that is the truth. Okay, the truth about who attacked whom and what way during the marriage. I just showed you a picture of his finger missing in a hospital. If you look at my other videos, you would see him having a black eye. Actually, everyone who she dated had some sort of face injury in their eye. Like Elon, his left eye had a black eye. He had a black eye on the left side. Johnny Depp had a black eye on the right side. Heck, Clara Delevingne, she had a mark down here on her face, on her cheekbone. I mean, she just was an equal opportunity puncher. But that's okay. That is okay because, you know, she's a woman, believe all women. Amber Heard, she's the weaker sex. Johnny just slobber knocked her when it was the other way around. And it even came out of her own mouth. She said it, but do they want to even take a look at that? They are ignoring what she's saying and purposefully ignoring what she's saying. They're like, oh no, she's a little delusional. Oh goodness, no, that didn't happen. Okay, all right, that didn't happen. Okay, so here and then, you know, the case divided the public, and which are very and believe me, it did, because at first I thought Depp was guilty. I'm like, and I didn't even investigate anything. I just heard that he beat up on Amber, and I'm like, oh, that dirtbag. Throw him underneath the jail until I was watching TV, and all of a sudden the news came up, and newly released information, and then you hear Amber Heard saying, I hit you. I didn't deck you. I'm sorry if I didn't hit you properly. What? And I'm like, wait a minute. No, she didn't do that. Yes, she did. Yes, she did do that. So the lawyer of both sides, of both parties initially appealed the verdict. Heard waived her appeal in December 2022. Okay, that right there. Now, post-trial, then you have a lot of people saying, I stand with Amber Heard. Fine. Stand with her. But you heard her say that she hit him. You heard her say, okay, look, you heard her say, let me switch this. You heard her say that she instigates arguments and fights. She said it out her mouth. She said that she hit him. She said that she took the door and hit him with the door while he was trying to go into the bathroom to get away from her, go into different houses that he has to get away from her. That is what he did. He got away from her. Now, according to her, oh no, you have to complete the fight. You got to continue the fight until you exhaust the fight, until you all beat the slobber knocker out of each other. That right there is resolving the fight, because that is her way of doing things. Violent as all outdoors. Violent much, Amber? But Hollywood is ignoring that. Everyone is ignoring that. Well, not everyone, but we were all divided. You had those who are like, okay, this is what we see. This is what she said. Then you have those who are like, well, I ignore that right there. No, I don't feel that way. Who cares about how you feel? The facts are the facts. Okay. All right. So, you had that, the social media hate campaign against Amber Heard. No, it wasn't a hate. It was simply people were pissed off because she lied. People don't like being played like that. People do not like at all. People do not like being led astray. No one likes being lied to, and then you're jumping on other people. And you're jumping on other people because you believe what this person is saying. And they're lying all the time. That was a reaction that people gave to her because they were lied to. And she lied with a straight face. I mean, you can't make this up. You truly can't. Okay, let me get it back to the way I had it. Oh, man. I'm sorry. I'm learning this program. Okay. All right, that's better. Okay. Okay, so the pretrial here, and in contrast, last year, 2023 hashtag I stand with Amber Heard has been trending. I wonder if that was her, what do you call it? Her digital company, marketing company, that is putting out these memes. They're bots. I don't know. Okay, it's unfair to condemn the social media with the hate campaign. Yeah, true. She came with it, used the social media to throw all of this out there, and then when it turns around, now it's like, oh, it's a hate campaign. Really? Okay, some journalists have otherwise sided with her. I don't find them journalists. I find them gossip people. Journalists follow the facts. Gossip people follow the gossip. Whatever trends, that's what they go with. Okay, they said the trial has legitimized the anti-feminist backlash. Really? Legitimized it? So let me make sure I understand this. Because of the trial, it's legitimizing the anti-feminist backlash. Oh, no. That right there happened a long time ago. people were going against the. It was already legitimized a long time ago. It's just that you have people like, okay, let me just. As a result, being blamed for the proposed demise of the Me Too movement. She got up there and lied, and the feminists never called her out, never said anything, never even gave her a text. You better apologize. Never even, nothing. They were silent. As long as women are going out there saying it, okay, this is what I believe. Oh, this is what I believe. Um, I believe that feminists are at the point or at the end of the rope, and they are connecting themselves to anyone who would have them. You had the feminists in the transgender, what do you call it, sports. The feminists are saying, hey, they're women too, even though that he has muscles on top of muscles on top of muscles, and she has no muscles. Right there is fair. The transgender woman should be able to play women's sports. That was pushed by feminists all over the world. Feminists are doing this dumb stuff. And then their daughters, women are getting hurt, physically hurt in these sports. Now, Woman of the Year was Caitlyn Jenner. Before that, won the Olympics back in 1971 as Bruce Jenner. I mean, feminists, take a damn seat. Sit down. You have done enough. If you hate men that badly, then damn it, go find a little community on an island away from everyone, and then have your own feminist colony. But all this stuff is ridiculous. Okay, I'm done with that. Alrighty. Okay, Heard herself expressed deep disappointment with the outcome of the trial. Okay, I mean, yeah, I can see how she could express deep disappointment, and the trial was rough. It was rough on both sides. Both sides took personal hits. I gotta say, for Johnny Depp to file this lawsuit, and I understand why he did. He had to. His whole life was being destroyed, and he opened himself up, his life, to the public to be scrutinized. I mean, some of the stuff that came out about him was extremely embarrassing, and the stuff that came out about Amber Heard was extremely embarrassing. And all of this could have been avoided because Johnny Depp said, "Hey, let's just work this out behind the scenes. We can go our own separate ways." But that's not what she wanted to do because she was too concerned with people calling her a liar and this, that, and the other. You're a public figure, Amber. You're a public figure, and you lose all privacy when you're a public figure because people are interested in you, in your life, and what you do. And then they scrutinize, they critique, they do all those things because your life is in the public. It just is what it is. Okay, so it just goes on and on. Oh well, Depp, he gives up Hollywood for his movie. He had to give up Hollywood. Johnny Depp, at a low point of Depp's career in 2018, his ex-wife wrote an article in the Washington Post about surviving DB. Depp was not mentioned by name, but the article is alleged to have damaged his reputation. Um, she said that she was DB'd by a loved one. She was married. It's not that hard to figure out who she was talking about. Then he loses all his gigs. He loses the Grindelwald, the spinoff of Harry Potter. Potter, he lost a lot, a whole lot, to the tune of, he said, $50 million. That's a lot. That's a lot of money to lose based off of what she said and what she did before that, coming out of the police station having a bruise on her cheek. I'm not going to go down that road right there, but there's just a lot to it. They threw insults back at each other. What married couple hasn't insulted each other? That's something that just simply happens. They both insult each other. Okay. I mean, think about your own relationship. When somebody says something or does something that makes you mad, you're gonna say something to them, and it's not gonna be nice, and it's going to be insulting. But to say that Johnny Depp can't say something to his wife about what he did, Amber Heard can't say something about her husband about what he did. I mean, I thought it was wild that she took pictures of him when he was passed out, his neck back. She didn't put his head up and turn it. He man, oh my goodness. So much could have happened to him. So much. But okay, I digress on that. So that's what Netflix is doing. They're going to do a series about the trial. Now, I personally think Netflix took a huge financial hit, and they're grabbing anything, because their stocks are going down. I mean, there's a financial thing going on in the United States, and many of you know it, but I'm not going to go into that right there. Let me see. There was something. Hold on. Let me pull up the Twitter, or shall I say X, but it's going to be soon. Okay. Wow. Trending. Amber Heard is a liar. Woo. Okay, let me go ahead and share. Oops. I'm trying to learn this stuff. This stuff is. Oh my goodness. All right, here. Oh man, that umbrella guy, what he put out there was funny. Um, where was it? Amber Heard was grabbing onto Johnny's leg, and he was walking, and she was being drugged wherever. But I thought it was funny. Okay. Thank you for contacting me. Okay, this is interesting. And let's see, this was what, about a week and a half ago. But there was something out there on. Is this it? Hold on.
Apartment was empty basically, and so the I used it.
I'm sorry.
The top bedrooms, the bedrooms on the top floor is my closet, and I had all these clothing racks and shoe racks and stuff like that in there. And then it had another level, the mezzanine, which is it hung over the rest of the bottom floor. And I use that as my office. And the bottom floor is, of course, the living room with just some sparsely decorated, just some big couches and a low table. And I I hear him in Penthouse 5. And on the lower level also is another painting studio, like painting area of mine. So I go in there because I hear him, and he's and P5 is the corner, and that apartment was empty basically, and so I used it. The top bedrooms, the bedrooms on the top floor is my closet, and I had all these clothing racks and shoe racks and stuff like that in there.
I'm sorry, I thought there was more to it. And Amber, you treat your sister so bad. Oh my goodness, you do. Now this is okay, bear with me for a second, bear with me. Because I thought this was a really, really wild.
Your relationship with Mr. Depp began in October of 2011, right?
That's correct.
And you previously testified multiple times under oath that the first year of your relationship with Mr. Depp was the best of times, right, Ms. Heard?
That is correct.
You testified that as far as you could tell, Mr. Depp was sober that first year.
That is correct. That's what I used to believe.
And that the first year was, quote, magic.
Yes, I always estimated it was about a year.
But now you've told this jury that Mr. Depp was being violent with you throughout 2012, haven't you, Ms. Heard?
No, he took a break in the middle of 2012 when he was sober.
Okay.
You told...
I'm sorry. No one takes a break. If someone is DVing you, they don't say, okay, I'm going to take a vacation from DVing you. And then after that vacation, I'm going to go back to DVing you. Oh, I mean, this is the stuff that that makes no sense. But, okay, support whomever you choose.
told them that he was hitting you in 2012, though. Is that right?
He was hitting me in 2012. He just took a break in the middle.
He was smashing things around you, right?
He did.
And you told them that Mr. Depp was in and out of sobriety in 2012.
That is correct.
You told this jury that in 2012, I was in the beginning stages of this, just learning these patterns. I was learning that drinking...
Okay, that's getting ready to end. But, Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. It's just, and then she goes off and gets him this. He's DVing her, and then she buys him this. It just simply doesn't make sense. Like here. Now let me see. Okay, there was no sweat. Okay, that's quite interesting. You're seeing a compare. I mean, people are really coming out with their investigative skills. I'm telling you, coming out with their investigative skills. Coming out with it. Okay, but there was something else. I had it set up and all of a sudden it disappeared. It talked about Dr. Oh my goodness. Oh man, the doctor on Johnny Depp's side. I have to say he most definitely. Oh my God, people are rough. Oh my goodness, is this it?
May 21st to 27th, saying that you didn't wear a stitch of makeup. Oh, was that true?
Objection, hearsay.
Overruled. They just don't know what they're talking about. I always wear makeup.
You always wear makeup?
I mean, it's part of my bathroom routine in the morning. Wash my face. I put on moisturizer. My moisturizer has tinted foundation in it. And I'm certainly not going to walk around LA with bruises on my face. I was wearing nothing, not a stitch of makeup.
Testimony of people in the week of May 21st to 27th saying that you didn't wear a stitch of makeup. Oh, was that true?
Objection, hearsay.
Overruled. They just don't know what they're talking about. I always wear makeup.
You always wear makeup?
I mean, it's part of my bathroom routine in the morning. Wash.
I would just repeat. I'm sorry, but it goes on and on. But that's not what I want to focus on right now. It's quite. I don't want to say that Amber Heard's fans are delusional. I don't want to say that. I truly don't, because I don't think they are. I just think that they invested. Okay. People have a way of sticking to what they invested their time in. Not all people jump off the ship saying, oh, you're a liar, you deceive me, I'm going to jump off. There are some people who are like, look, I invested a lot of time into you, into this friendship, into this relate, whatever it was, and I'm going to stick it out with you because I don't want to start all over again. People do that. So I'm of the mindset of thinking that Amber Heard stands are standing with her because they invested all this time, all this energy, all these memes, all this back and forth fighting, proving the point that she's not the person who she said that she is. And then say, well, man, I can't say that I'm wrong. Because if I do everything that I said, I'm going to look stupid. So I'm going to keep on fighting. And some people do that. Some people do. It's wild. There was something else, and I can't seem to find it. Oh man, she's getting slammed all over the place. I mean, no, people are slamming each other all over the place. But that umbrella guy, oh my goodness, he put something out that was so hysterically funny. I'm trying to find it, and I am not successful in doing so. So, what do you think? What do you think? Do you think that so do you think that Amber Heard fans are trying to alter the outcome? Well, I gotta say that in my opinion, they have since the trial ended. They didn't take the loss very well and tried all sorts of things. Let's see what else. Also talked about the Netflix. And now what I find interesting now is that let me find that because I was looking over in Spain, and hey, you do what you got to do, right? Especially when you're in a public figure and you're trying to reestablish your life. Oh, and Lizzo is getting ready to get sued. Lizzo, you make big girls look bad. That was ridiculous, Lizzo. But I digress. Let me see. Amber Heard. Spain. Oh, okay. Let me see. She breaks her silence about. Let me share the screen. I just learned how to do this. Okay. Oh man, they want to install. Okay. All right. Okay, she has more upcoming projects coming on. She moves on from Johnny Depp. It would be nice if she would stop using Depp's name in order. You see, everything. Look, everything that Amber does, she has to invoke Johnny Depp's name. If not her, then the people that are writing about her to bring traffic to what they are doing. Because she's not a big star, but her ex-husband is an international star. He's a musician, an actor, philanthropist, and he does things for children, all types of positive things. And so whenever she does something, Johnny Depp's name is always in the article. But when I say that, I'm a terrible person. You see right here. Happy times for Amber Heard, ex-husband Johnny Depp. You're seeing this for yourself. I'm not making this up. Okay, after various personal details about Amber Heard's life, yeah, about taking a squat in his bed. Look, whenever I think about Amber Heard, I think about that turd in the bed. I think about the Spain. Did you ever find the turd that Amber Heard left? And because she left it there and she didn't wipe. I'm horrified about that. Oh, okay, all right. I digress. That was a terrible thing to even say. Okay, life more public and stepped away from the spotlight, moved to Spain to spend time in Madrid, in Mallorca. And that's exactly what she did. And people in Spain didn't want her. The woman that she rented her house from went to jail. Just like, she beeline over there and found somebody that was going to jail. Hey, you can't make this stuff up. They ought to do a mini series about that. Okay, more details have emerged about the 37-year-old actress' life in Spain. And I was surprised that Amber was able to speak Spanish. I was really surprised at that. And then people jumped all over me, saying that I was stupid and all this other stuff. I'm like, look, you know how many Americans are monolingual? Many. So I was surprised to find out that Amber took the time out from, okay, I'm not going to do that, but that Amber Heard speaks another language. Now, I don't know if she speaks French. She may. I don't know. But I was really surprised. She speaks Spanish well. And she even knows how to call the paparazzi to come down and let them know where she's at so she can get her picture taken. She's doing the same thing in Spain that she did in Hollywood, in California. No difference. Oh, let's see what she has going on here. So I was really surprised on that. Really, I really have to say I was. Okay, let me see what else. Feelings. Well, I'm now. Here's the daughter part. Okay, now the little girl Una is what, about 2 now? 2, 3, somewhere around there. All these pop-ups. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Okay, back to the every time I pull something up, it's about the defamation. Well, that was a big thing that hits, but what are your thoughts? So, what are your thoughts about Amber Heard seeking more attention? Because that's exactly what it is. She's trending. What are your thoughts? Okay, so Amber is going to be in the news more after this. Oh goodness, this Netflix deal comes out, and I believe that they're just attaching themselves to Amber Heard, the trial, because it's polarizing. Almost a year later, people are still fighting about it, and it's amongst the fans. Netflix is like, hey, we could capitalize on that right there. Oh goodness, we can do that, and then we can make some money. We're gonna up our subscriptions. They do it all the time. All right, on that note, Amber Heard's back in the news. She's trending. People are talking about her, whether it's positive or negative. Her name is still out there. And that's the name of the game when it comes to stuff like this, being in a social media, being in the spotlight. You got to keep your name relevant. Hopefully it's always good stuff, but good stuff doesn't sell. You know what sells? Controversy, fighting, feuds, beefing, whatever you want to call it, that sells. And Amber is all of those things. I mean, she checks every mark. She is a partner's worst nightmare, but she's the media's darling because there's always something to write about because she's doing something outrageous. Not only outrageous, but it is straight
And
out.
I have to say, your ass is delusional.
Yeah, delusional. But putting Amber aside, what's going to be even bigger? Oh my God. Evan Rachel Wood. The two of them are friends. So if Amber Heard was this wild, oh, I know Evan Rachel Wood is going to be on a stratosphere, a level all on its own. That's what I know. But on that note, I want to thank you for stopping by because you could be anywhere and you are, could be doing anything and you are. I want to thank you for being here.